This is a breakout session on wellness. I'm Kirk Rosenberg. I'm with Harold Fay Rosenberg. You've been long, we're insurance brokers. So don't hold that against us, please. What we're going to do is we have a large panel in a short period of time. The program today is I'm going to have each person just very quickly introduce themselves, give a little background. But what we really want today is it to be interactive. So the best way for that is to start out with the questions. What we'd like to get to, I think, is some of the best practices that work for you or work for the panel or your best friend or whatever. So why don't we start with the guy first?
I'm Dr. Kelly. I'm the director of Health Check 360. Kind of on the panel in two ways. One is we have a pretty robust wellness program for our own employees. And we also provide wellness services and products for companies across the United States. So we work with over 100 employer groups and implementing wellness services for over 50,000 employee lives. And so what we really focus on, and I get a lot of questions in terms of the last couple of years, is our focus is always on programs that have actually connected wellness to actually integrate with the employee benefit plans, primarily through meeting specific health outcomes. So we think of wellness historically as primarily been participation based, while we at Health Check have really focused on the last couple of years is connecting the outcome of your wellness program on all the way down to participant level to what employees are contributing to the employee benefit plan. And so happy to be here.
Hello? Hi, I'm Rita Gilliland with Midwest Metal Products. We're a sheet metal fabrication company in Cedar Rapids. We employ about 115 people, and we've been around since 1964. Health insurance is probably the largest driver of why we went towards wellness initiatives, because we recognize the fact that your health insurance rates are based on your claims, doctor visits, trips to the hospital, operations, drugs. And it doesn't make any difference how many people have health care coverage unless they're taking care of things in the front end and trying to stay healthy in the first place. Those claims are going to continue to go up and up. So we felt that wellness was something that we had to do, not something that was a luxury. It's a necessity in today's world. We've really been focused on our employees for quite a few years, but in 2004 I did go to Des Moines, and the Wellness Councils had a session there to help you start launching a wellness program. So we formed an official wellness team in 2004, and at that time it was just basically not really knowing what we were going to do, but we decided to focus on three different aspects, like a three-legged stool, so to speak, with one of those legs being focusing on nutrition. So we try to make sure our employees know the importance of nutrition. We have lunch and learns once a month where we bring in speakers, and that ranges from doctors, pharmacists, dietitians in the area, just a variety of guest speakers to try to promote the better nutrition. We bring in food from the Brown Bag Deli twice a week, which are healthier choices, fruits and vegetables and things of that nature. We have fruit arriving on the last shipping day of the month. And just we have healthier choices in the vending machines, which that was a fight in and of itself. But so that's the one aspect. The second aspect is exercise. We have a walking break for employees in the afternoon, trying to get them up and away from the machine to get them moving. And also we'll reimburse for health club memberships and things of that nature. So trying to implement the exercise aspect as well. And then the third leg of that stool, so to speak, is what we feel is dietary supplementation, because even though they exercise, even though they might eat right, there's still important nutrients that are missing. And so that's kind of a unique part of our wellness program. But we feel it's very effective, and we've got quite a few people that are on board and having some very good success with that. So again, it's an overall picture. It's not just any one thing. It's just trying to take the wellness approach as opposed to being reactive and wait until they get sick. So that's my story.
Hi, I'm Denise Baker. I work for Weingart Company. We're located in Burlington, Iowa. manufacture satellite dishes and television antennas. We manufacture, say, 70% of Dish Network satellite dishes, so that's in Burlington, Iowa. We have 320 employees. We run 6 days a week, 3 shifts. So that presents some challenges with wellness, trying to get participation on all 3 shifts. Started in 2007 with the health assessment and health, where they come in and do your BMI, blood pressure, and the, I don't know what the term they call it, health survey, health assessment for the employees. We actually are really results oriented. If they choose not to do that, we up their insurance premiums $50 a month. So we get high participation. I thought that I'd get the big brother thing, thinking we're trying to force them into doing that. I didn't. They were really thankful because some of the health, they would like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, kind of silent killers came aboard, so they really thanked us. So it turned out better than I anticipated. Like Rita, we did this for healthcare. Healthcare costs are rising, and can't control insurance, can't control what doctors charge, but if you can get well, hopefully your healthcare costs will go down. That's what we started. We now, probably what makes us unique, we have exercise on site once a week, we have education sessions, and we have vending machines and that. But I think what makes us unique is we throw a lot of resources at our high-risk employees. We partnered with Great River Medical Center. Principal Wellness does our health screenings, and they provide coaching for our medium and low-risk people, which is typically email and on the phone. For high risk, I wanted face-to-face, that accountability. So we partner with Great River Medical Center, and they have a program that they call Operation Transformation. It's 6 months. And we pay 100% for employees, 50% for spouses for that. It's $600. And so we would pay that for anyone that's in the high-risk category. It's intense exercise. It's meet with a physician once a week. You weigh in. He assesses you, and then they do exercise. There's education sessions. We treat it like our education policy. If they don't successfully complete it, then they have to pay us back. We pay 50% up front. They don't successfully complete, they pay the back 50%. So trying to get that accountability in there. We see dramatic results in this. Part of this too is what's called predicts. It's a probability of getting diabetes. Diabetes is an epidemic that's worldwide right now. I just attended a conference, and it's really, really going to be costly. So it tells them within 5 years which probability of getting diabetes. We had a person that had a 30% chance to go down to 4% after participating in this program. Heart attack costs $51,000. You prevent one heart attack, you probably have paid for your wellness program. So that's how I'm looking at it, pretty dollars and cents. However, I have to say it's rejuvenated me. I was totally in a rut at work. HR, I had to do a lot of disciplining, not a lot of feel-good things always, as people would think. And I've had people in my office in tears thanking me for actually changing their life. I'm talking 65-year-old on the line running the press day in and day out. It's just been great, and I can't. I look forward to going to work every day now. Not every day, but most days. I look out the window and I'd rather be out there. So, anyway.
Well, my name is Danielle Putman, and I work right here in Dubuque. I am a laboratory scientist. I work with United Clinical Laboratories. So I guess you could say that I'm the weakest link here because I don't have a health promotion bone in my body, I guess. But our wellness program has been going for about 7 years, and we started it off with all frontline employees basically just getting together and building a program. And I guess we have to thank the Wellness Council for giving us most of the education and the format that we follow to go our day-to-day operations with wellness. I can tell you all the things that we do through the year. Sounds very similar to everybody else's, but our biggest accomplishment is probably tying our benefits to participation in wellness programs. And we also have a very, very good health fair. I think it's brought a lot of education, and it brings a lot of awareness to people who don't normally get the screening done. So I guess I also am kind of an advocate for running a wellness program right out the bat on a shoestring budget, because we generally just build our budget up every year little by little, and right now we're operating on about $100 an employee, which I think is pretty good.
Hi, I'm Lisa Miller. I'm with Health Solutions LLC. Our company is based here in Cedar Rapids, and then I am a Vice President of Sales and co-owner out of the Des Moines division. And the founder of our company is a pharmacist, so the whole basis of Health Solutions wellness programming is very clinically based, building relationships and getting clinical improvements in employees, attacking the high-risk group, and then clear down to healthy, keeping them healthy for the best return on investment for our clients. We have clients from 50 employees clear up to 4,000 or 5,000 and do service nationally. Jennifer Music, who founded our company, is still very active, and as a pharmacist, we have quite a few of them on staff, and probably our best part of our model is the on-site face-to-face coaching, which a lot of companies don't offer, and building that relationship and really getting the engagement happening very quickly, so that first year is a good return on investment for our clients. So we do screenings, a health risk assessment, and then full programming, including the coaching as well. So thanks for allowing me to be here today.
Like I said, we'd like this to be interactive. One of the things we could start out with is just taking questions, or I could ask some questions that I pre-prepared. Does anyone have any questions right off the top of their head? Or? All right, I'm going to ask the first question then. One of the things that we see is that it takes a clear leadership, a vision within the leadership, and then the vision has to connect to the business, overall business strategy, as far as the wellness and the, in my opinion, the wellness, the work comp, the occupational safety, all comes together. One of the things I'd like the panel would maybe throw out is the involvement. Which departments are involved? Is it just the HR department? And how are you coordinating, if you are, all those components, like the safety, the work comp component with the wellness, etc. And do you publish the overall company vision or is it the wellness strategy?
I think it's very, very important to, in terms of who's involved from a management point of view, to actually have all areas of the company involved, and that typically comes from a top-down perspective. What we found is if senior leadership is not either a believer or highly engaged in the initiative, it's hard to get the rest of the management structure and consequently the employees just as excited or as engaged. And there's a lot of ways to do that. In order for the message to trickle down, it has to be more than just HR speaking the message. And so we have had clients that we've worked with actually integrate wellness into their entire management review structure. So just as they take into account productivity, financial numbers, outcomes, we believe wellness should be managed in a quantitative and objective manner in the same facet. And so certainly there's some subjective measures. Are you promoting a culture of wellness? Are you encouraging employees to do the right thing? But at the same time, there's things that we can measure from a year-to-year basis in terms of participation rates, the improvement of one year to the next. And most vendors have the ability to break that information down to the operational or location level. So there's rarely anything that prohibits you, the employers, from being able to do that. To your second question on integrating OC safety, medical claims, and wellness, again, wellness is not an ancillary service. It's truly a program to impact one of your most significant expense line items. And so the approach you have to take, that I think is just now really evolving kind of in the market,